Welcome back to Wise Men Company, everyone. Ben Brown here, and today we're going to be looking at the IWI Galil Ace, specifically in 762 by 39. This Ace comes in 556, 308, and 545, which is an interesting little package in itself. But today we're looking at the 762 by 39 variety right here, and this video will be the first of two, most likely. There could be more, but there will be at least two videos. I wanted to give you guys just a bone stock Galil Ace video straight out of the box. I haven't actually had this very long. I wanted you guys to see what you're getting directly from IWI before it is heavily modified or I do anything to it. Can you take it right out of the box and use it? And what is that gonna look like for you guys that are just gonna use it straight out of the box? So without doing anything to it, is it capable? Is it reliable? Is it accurate? Is it ergonomic? Is it modular? All the big questions we want to know about firearms before we spend MSRP $1,700 for them, like this Galil Ace. For those of you that don't know, the Galil isn't a new thing. The older Galil is no longer being imported into the United States. They were really nice. The ones that are in the United States right now are very expensive and hard to find. It's cool that IWI brought this platform back and put a modern spin on it. It is in the AK family, a lot of similarities between AKs. You can see it takes AK mags, more on that in a little bit. And in my personal opinion, if you're a right-handed shooter, this format of AK makes the most sense. And we'll get into that a little bit after we cover the features. So let's start with the features. All right, from the back here, we have a folding brace straight out of the box. It is a decent mechanism on it, nice and rigid, folds to the right. The brace is an SB brace, not my particular favorite looking brace from SB, but it is rigid, it does work as it is designed, and it can be changed if you wanted to. But again, this is not my preferred brace. I like SB braces. This one isn't my cup of tea, really, just the way it looks mostly. Safety on the Galil is solid. It is an ambidextrous safety. You can get to it with your thumb on your right hand, and you can get to it with your pointer finger on your right hand. You can do the old AK swipe or use your thumb pushing it forward or backward. It is tactile, it's audible, there's good resistance on the safety. You're not going to swipe it too easily, and it's not too difficult to swipe. They did a great job on the safety for the Galil. Trigger is a two-stage. We'll show you it right here. Press, bang. One more time. Reset, press, bang. It might be the loudest trigger ever created, but it's actually a pretty nice trigger for straight out of the box. I like it a lot. Big wide shoe on it, which is nice and comfy for the pad of your finger. Trigger is, you know, it's not like a marksman trigger or a precision trigger, but it's a good quality two-stage trigger. You should be fortunate to get a trigger as good as this on any AK coming into the country or American made here without spending a lot of extra money. All right, let's talk about the grip. It is pretty thin, a little swept back for my liking. It's not bad though, very smooth, nice palm swell on it. As you can see, it's a part of the trigger guard and the magwell. It's polymer, it's all one piece. I think it would be a nice touch if IWI allowed you to put in an AR-15 grip of your choosing. That way it would make everybody happy. You could just swap it out and use your standard AR-15 grip of your choosing. So not bad, could be better for me personally. And again, the grip is going to depend a lot on hand size, body type, etc. Charging handles on the left-hand side, thank goodness, because I'm a right-handed shooter. This is one big asset for right-handed shooters when we're talking about a reciprocating charging handle with a bolt that doesn't lock to the rear. So you need to, if you need to manipulate this bad boy right here, you can do it with your non-fire control hand. The bolt is really smooth, really smooth. The knob for the charging handle is big and tactile. It's not sticking out too far. And also, as you can see, the dust cover articulates. It's like spring-loaded. This is keeping a lot of junk out of the internals of the Galil when it is closed, and it opens up just to allow that charging handle to slide by. So that is a pretty cool touch from IWI. Flat top pick rail from the rear to the front sight post. The rear aperture is built into the top pick rail, and the front sight post is fixed, as you can see. The sights on here were pretty regulated out of the box. It was shooting a little high. They're nice sights. They have some tritium in them. The best I could do with them is get them out to 200 yards, because after that, 300 yards and beyond, the front sight post is big and thick, and it obscured the whole target. So I was just dancing around it, wasting ammo. It wasn't a really refined sighting system. It works, and they're easy to adjust in zero. I did that no problem, but the front sight post is a little thick if we're talking about precision shooting or shots at greater than 200 yards. All right, now I guess we can talk about mags. This thing did take almost every AK mag I could come across. It ships with a PMag, and it seems that this gun was built around the PMag because it fits the best. They rock in super easy and let go really easily. No wobble in it. I did use some Bulgarian poly, some Hungarian mags, some waffle mags. The only mags that didn't work are US Palm and Tapco, and that's because of the way the mag well is shaped. It wouldn't allow them to insert and lock. If you did the mag well delete on this, you probably could get those magazines to lock in there. Everything fed flawlessly, no issues there. Moving forward, you can see up front we have a type of Picatinny Rail. They're all polymer. This is the fore end that had me scratching my head when the Galil first came out. It would have made more sense in my mind to go with an aluminum M-LOK front rail. This is advertised as saving weight. I don't think the juice is worth the squeeze by putting in a polymer pick rail up front. Fortunately, you can change that if you want to. It does come with really big, fat, ugly rail covers that I took off immediately and threw to the side. I'd rather run the cheese grater pick rail up here like a man instead of being caught with those fat, ugly rail covers up front. So those got moved to the side. They go on and take off really easily. Not a problem if you want to swap them back and forth all the time. It's not a lot of work to get them on and off. But for me, gonna leave the pick rail on here for right now. Got a Surefire on the side with a pressure tape, and that's how I'm gonna leave it for right now until video number 2. Barrel is chrome lined, hammer forged, 8.3 inches long. That's a good length for 7.62 by 39. It does breathe some fire, and it is loud, but that's a part of the fun, right? Birdcage flash hider here at the end. I don't have any issues with bird cages, flash hiders. I actually prefer them, so I enjoyed running this because I probably would have put that on there anyway. All right, guys, that's the main brunt of the features. Let's talk about what this gun was like to shoot. I actually really liked it. Even though out of the box it could use some upgrades here and there, it is still a really good AK variant, for lack of a better term. And again, like I said in the beginning of the video, if you're right-handed, this makes a ton of sense if you want to get into the 7.62 by 39 game, use AK mags, and have something that can fold up and be really small and throw in a bag, throw in a car, etc. Do whatever you want to do with it. It's a nice little package. Accuracy was actually really good with the Galil. I was kind of surprised. I only zeroed it at 50 yards and I shot a 4-round group. All of them were pretty much touching. If we extrapolate that out to 100 yards, maybe double it, be conservative, I could say that this is a 2 MOA gun all day, and that was with steel case ammo. So maybe in video 2, I'll give you an actual tight looking group, and you guys can see for yourself. For right now, I didn't film it. You're just gonna have to trust me. Or don't trust me, I don't care. Reliability, what do you guys think of reliability was like? Yeah, solid, it was great. This thing tosses brass a mile. It just zings it out of the chamber. Reliability was great, and I wouldn't expect anything less. It's pretty comfortable to shoot. It's got some recoil to it. It is 7.62 by 39. It is very ergonomic for what it is. This could be better. Again, that's saved for video 2. It could be better, but we're just talking about out of the box. It is a pretty comfortable gun to shoot. The modularity is definitely here with this gun. There's a lot of aftermarket support that is available to spice up the Galil. in whatever format you have. So it was nice that IWI left some room for modularity with this thing, even though some of the, i.e. the front fore end parts are outdated. I'm really glad IWI made the Galil available. It's solid, it's good, I dig it, and I can't wait to shoot it more, and I can't wait for video 2. Video 2 is going to be covering all the different bits and pieces that I'm going to drop into this platform, and I want your guys' help. If you could please leave me a comment down below. I know there's a lot of Galil owners out there. There's some cool Galils already on the Instagrams and YouTubes that are looking really good. My question is, what parts should I put on this? What recommendations do you guys have? What should I do to this gun that's gonna make it better? And I'm up for any suggestions. Leave them in the comments below. I want to see what you guys have to say. Guys, thank you for watching this video. Really appreciate it. Go to wisemancompany.com. That's the best way to support us. A lot of great gear over there. Slings, burrito bags, wise guy tools, split fixes for your braces. There's a lot of great stuff over there. And again, that supports us directly. We appreciate all that support. We don't take it lightly. Thank you. We will see you on the next video.